the Nerd Show. Podcast Radio. She's a nerd, he's a nerd, talking about what we know. Nerd Podcast Radio. We're all nerds, we're all nerds. Buckle up, cause here we go. Nerd Podcast Radio. Welcome everybody to the Nerd Podcast Radio. Welcome everybody to the Nerd Podcast Radio.
Welcome to Nerd Podcast Radio, your nerd home away from home.
Welcome to Nerd Podcast Radio. I'm your host, Super Ricky Brown. I'm joined by David D. And also Áine, and also a special guest, Rusty.
Rusty!
Hello. And
Hi.
Rusty's beard is also here.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I'm waiting for it.
Oh,
That was it.
No, okay.
wait, who's that guy?
Who's what guy?
You.
You know who I am.
What?
David D. About that there.
That's what I was waiting. I knew it was coming.
So, Rusty,
Yes.
who are you and what do you do?
Well, who I am.
Who's your daddy and what do you
Well, that's a question I've always... That's one of the few things I do know.
Oh, sorry, kindergarten cop reference.
Oh, wow, that's
Oh,
been
all
a
right.
while.
That I was not expecting that. That broke me. Well played. Well played.
No,
All right, go ahead.
Who I am is a question I've always grappled with, but I guess to make it simple, I'm a nerd like these guys. I've known most of them for quite a few years, and I'm occasionally on the show, just not as much as my wife, Christy Smurf, Erica.
You
what I do.
you are the migraine substitute today.
That's right.
See,
Yeah.
that was a great answer, Rusty. Unfortunately, it was the incorrect answer. When someone asks you, who are you? The answer is always, I'm Batman.
Mm.
Are you a
And
god?
David, you also got it wrong. You forgot to start that sentence with actually.
You're right, I did. Apologies.
Hey, Áine,
Yeah,
where does water come from?
cows.
From a well, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Rusty. Please
No, it's all
continue.
right.
We will only interrupt you 2 more times.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, but I've been a lifelong nerd. Love Star Wars, Star Trek, some Lord of the Rings, Aliens. Yeah, it's like there's a whole list running through my head right now, and I can't quite slow it down enough to pull things out. But yeah, you name it. Basically, I've at least heard of it or like it.
What was that book I read because of you that I'll never forgive you for? Is it Neuromancer?
Maybe was it Snow
Yeah.
Crash?
No, I still haven't read it. I want to. You said it was really good, and I want to.
I love how you can't remember what it is, yet you swear you'll
No, it
never
was the
forget
one
it.
that Shadowrun kind of came from. The first,
Yeah,
the
Neuromancer.
first like recognized cyberpunk book, the Neuromancer.
the
Neuromancer
listeners
is
can hear my
incredibly
head shaking.
difficult to read.
No, but if you go to
it is a bit
patreon.com/nerdpodcastrradio, you can get access to our video feed, and then you can see Rusty shaking his head.
No,
And the second guest, Rusty's beard.
oh, right. Yeah, so Shadowrun's considered the first cyberpunk novel. It's actually where we get the word cyberspace from.
Yeah, and Sin, which I read over and over again, and realized that they invented it, and Shadowrun stole it.
Yeah,
Shadowrun just blatantly takes a lot of stuff from that book.
I did not know that. That's so interesting.
especially all the magic.
I mean, to be fair, okay, wait, but to be fair, D&D also takes a bunch from like Lord of the Rings, so
Yeah, that is true.
a lot of what's in Lord of the Rings was just new, like the stuff about like orcs and elves. I mean, he did get it a lot from like Irish folklore and mythology, but like he was the first person to kind of like take these old like Irish and Scottish what else? Scandinavian like folklore and go like, I'm gonna make these into mythical creatures. And then everybody just was like, yep, orcs, goblins, and elves are a thing now in every fantasy world ever.
Yeah, I remember in a philosophy class in college, we had to watch a documentary about Lord of the Rings, and I want to say it was a Scandinavian legend about a magic ring that made you invisible. And the whole point was, what would you do if you had a ring that made you invisible? You could do anything you wanted to. Would you be good or would you be bad?
Yeah, and like the elves of Lord of the Rings are very clear allegories to like the Aoshi, or like the basically like the gods of the Irish pantheon. That they are very much the way that the elves in like Lord of the Rings are explained is very similar, almost exactly to the way like the Irish gods are explained in like the folklore.
So I googled this very quickly, and the earliest magic ring that makes you invisible was Play-Doh. The Ring of Gyges. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but Play-Doh.
Wait, Play-Doh.
In the
You mean like
Republic.
the putty stuff you play with as a kid?
No, spelled with a T and not a
Oh,
Y. The
Play-Doh.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
said,
yeah.
You said Play-Doh.
Sorry,
No, I said
Brian-
Play-Doh.
I had a run with
did.
my daughter.
Just like Play-Doh's
There was
Republic.
not a T in that
Well,
word you said.
I am pronouncing a T.
You
sir.
are not.
I
David,
just
how
have a different
dare you.
glottal stop than you do.
How dare you, David? Brian can't play with Play-Doh. It has gluten in it.
Fair.
You know,
That
the
is
thing
fair.
about it is, David, is I'm not even saying a D. There is no sound there. It's just Play-Doh. My tongue is, there's no Play-Doh. It's a glottal stop.
Oh, I know. I'm just giving you shit. It's funny.
Yeah.
What
Commune.
a
I get it.
dick.
I'm just so happy and Rusty's here. And Rusty, it's so great to hear your voice. And speaking of sultry sounds that bring you peace of mind, we're going to be talking about music today.
Nice.
Music's
But
the greatest.
first-
But first, we're going to play everybody's favorite game, What's Nerdy With You, where we talk about the nerdy things we've done over the past length of time, and then we vote using Mike Myler's patented widget system to see who is king of the nerds this week.
Let's do
And
it.
I don't have any kind of like notes or anything in front of me, so I should probably have
No,
scores,
but
right?
Rusty, as our resident newbie, you get to go first.
Okay. I haven't been doing too much nerdy. I've been working a lot. I've been working like 12 to 14 hours a day. So,
Oh,
I mean,
that
your
sucks.
job might be very nerdy.
Yeah.
well, I deliver beer.
Oh, I'm
I mean-
sorry. That's not super nerdy. I wish you could say it
No.
was.
What kind of beer is it? Is it like just regular brand beer?
Yeah, so we're one of the largest distributors in this area of the country. So we just bought a smaller distributor. So we'll have like this whole region on lockdown essentially.
Nice.
We'll do all Anheuser-Busch, all Corona, all of that. We'll have everything but Miller.
this is the thing. It's not about what you do, it's about who you are. Now, do you have someone with you when you're doing your deliveries, or is it just you?
Just me.
What are you listening to when you're doing your deliveries?
What I'm listening to is, so I got really into listening to a lot of Secret Galaxy, which is where they talk about old like toys and cartoons. I got onto a similar YouTube channel called Destro is my spirit animal, and he'll actually go
That's
through
so
like
funny.
the mythology of like G.I. Joe, He-Man.
Nice.
Which is
Okay.
really cool. And
Do you
then
feel better, Áine? I told you, it doesn't matter what you do, it's who you are.
Oh, I know.
Then I also started to listen to a lot of Emma Thorne and Alyssa Grenfell, and they're both. Alyssa used to be Mormon, and so she talks about like a lot of the Mormon church, like things you don't necessarily learn from anybody but somebody who was in it. And Emma Thorne does a lot of like, she'll do like Kent Hovind interviews, and who's like a real religious guy, but he's really dumb. So she'll like make fun of his stuff, which I find very funny.
Oh, neat. I like that kind of content too.
Yeah, always good stuff.
Oh, Áine, you're up.
I am. Oh boy. Oh wait, I was gonna say. Speaking of like cool YouTubers who like kind of sometimes have, I don't want to say debates because he doesn't really debate, but he just has kind of like he's like an atheist who has like I think very rational and very very positive inner conversations about religious stuff. He mostly tries to take it from a point of view of he tries to work. He likes working with good like friendly Christians, and his name is Genetically Modified Skeptic. What were you gonna say?
I wasn't going to say anything.
Okay.
Your turn.
Yeah, but okay, so I was just picking back on what Rusty said. Okay, so here's the nerdy thing I did. So a while back, some of you might remember, I finished writing a book. That's right, I wrote a novel, a romance novel. It was about 50,000 words, so it's not super big, and it needed a lot of work. So I've been working on it. I've been editing it. I am now on, I think, chapter 3. So what I've been doing is, and I plan on, as I'm finishing the chapters, I'm probably going to start publishing them onto AO3 or like Scribble Hub or something like that, so you could kind of start reading it while I continue to edit. So like I'm basically like, this is going to be the first big round of edits, and then as that is going through and like I'm building an audience, I plan on continuing to edit for possible future like more serious publication. We'll see. But the interesting thing I did is, so I've gathered a group of friends online, a bunch of like critique partners who also read. So we kind of share our stuff with each other, and we read each other's stuff, and we share our critiques with each other. So my system right now is the first round of editing. I'm rereading what I wrote and I'm editing. Then I'm sending it to the critique partners. They're telling me their feedback, and then I'm editing again. And then I was like, okay, I need something a bit above that. And I was like, I think I want an editor. That's my daughter. So I was looking up the prices for editors on like Fiverr or something. And the price like it's not crazy, but it does get pretty pricey. Like I'd be looking at spending around anywhere from like $50 to $75 per every 5,000 words. It's like a pretty standard on like Fiverr, and that's cheap. That's cheap. If you want to go like more professional like editors, you're looking at spending at least $4,000 probably. So I went into this group of mine, this Discord of like a bunch of I think I mentioned the Discord before. It's a bunch of mostly trans girls centered around this author we really like in a book series. So I asked if anyone in there does editing work and if I could pay them. And someone said yes. So we started talking and we engaged in what I could only describe as reverse bargaining, where I felt she was trying to charge too little and I wanted to pay her more. And she was basically like, yeah, but you're a sister in the community. I don't want to like charge you too much. I want to give you a discount. So we were both trying to come to like a price point where I didn't feel like I was undercharging her and she didn't feel like she was like charging me too much. And so I just called it reverse bargaining because we were both like trying to like undercut ourselves as we went back and forth. It was very cute and interesting. You're muted. I can't hear you.
Oh, I was just saying it's smart.
Yeah, that is.
It's smart to come to an agreement on price and pay what it's worth rather than taking a bargain. It's really smart. It's a great way to foster relationships in a creative community.
Mhm.
Well, yeah.
Love you first, Uncle Brian.
I'm sorry, but what was that? I heard I love you second. And if you want to see my niblets ambush on the podcast, you can go to patreon.com/nerdpodcastradio and see it on video.
All right, we're gonna have to put like a bell counter or something for every one of those we get to this episode.
When she sneaks in, or the term niblet. I
No,
love that term, by the way.
no. Brian understands.
I got it.
Brian understands what?
The inside joke I just laid.
I wasn't paying attention.
I said we need a bell counter in the corner for every time that happens.
Yeah. Okay, so we can let Erica know later.
Now, one of the things that she thought was really interesting, the lady that's going to be helping me edit, is she was like, she thought it was really weird that I was like looking to pay for an editor just to publish things on like AO3, which is just like a free, like, it's mostly for like fanfic stuff. Like, it's just like a free publishing, like people were just self-published.
Makes sense to me.
But I'm like, well, the point is I'm trying to foster like an audience ahead of time because I've done some like market research on like how to become like a successful like published author. And one of the things that works that helps a lot is if like, especially if you're trying to query for like an agent in the future, one of the things they say is like, if you have like an established audience somehow, whether you're a YouTuber or whether you publish fanfics or something, you have an established audience and you can bring that forward. That's great because then that shows this agent like, hey, this person has a market you can already start selling to. You can already start making some money right away. So to do that though, it's like, well, you got to be good. And then even beyond the money aspect of it, which I mean, it sucks that that's where the brain goes right away. It's like the money aspect, but like, hey, that's the world. Like I still have to pay rent and buy groceries. But even behind the money aspect of it, there's also just the fact of getting editing done will just make you a better writer. Like it just will. That's it. That was my nerdy thing this week.
I will go ahead and go and let
All right,
David
yeah,
go
go for it. Yay.
When I was a kid, let's say around between like 12 and 14, I had a collection of old card magic books, and I'd kind of forgotten about them because I lost them in a house fire in 1998. And
that is very sad. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it gets better because last week I found 2 of them at a used bookstore.
Yay,
So
awesome.
I have 2 card magic books, and these were 2
Nice.
from my collection. There are 2 more that I have to find. It's close-up card magic 1 and 2, card manipulation 1 and 2, not close-up card magic, card manipulation 1 and 2. I'm excited to try to find them, but I am not buying them online because it's an activity to find them in bookstores.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Are they really expensive online?
I don't care. I'm not even looking. Yeah. Not even looking. Just going to stores, going through bookstores, finding stuff. I like that. I mean, I'm not against buying books online, but for this specific collection, it's more fun to find them.
So what you're saying is someone should buy them, give them to your local bookstore to sell sell to you next time you go in there. Gotcha.
To sell at a profit.
That's funny.
Hey Brian, you should go check out your bookstore.
No, I'll find them. I mean, I think they're common enough. I just completely forgot about them. Actually, they might be hard to find. I don't know. But it's a fun thing. I want to find them in a bookstore. It's not like anything against buying things online. It's just a neat project to try to find them in bookstores. And yeah, because they mean a lot to me. Like because they were like my refuge when I was a teenager. Because I would visit my dad and he worked, and I had during the summer I had nothing to do. So lots of time spent at Ronjo's Magic Shop on Long Island. And I found out years later that one of the guys I hung out with at the Magic Shop when I was like 12 was Chris Angel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Before it got super freaky.
Yeah, it was before he was professional. He was just one of the guys that happened to be there sometimes. And I saw him it was like a documentary style interview where they dug into him a little bit. And he was in the interview without makeup on. And they interviewed him at Ronjo's. And seeing him in that context, I was like, oh, that was that guy. Holy crap. That's crazy.
He was like, let me tell you about this kid named Brian I used to know.
Well, I
That's
was
the
an annoying
luckiest son of a
twerpy
bitch.
kid. He was much older, but it was just neat to like years later realize that he was one of the people I used to see there. Ronjo's was an important place for me. It's a really cool magic shop, and it's like where people get big magic from. It's one of the stores that's where people get big magic from. It's a cool place.
You know, I've always been fascinated with like old time magicians, especially because they used to be right on the cutting edge of technology with their tricks.
Oh yeah.
They also sell special effects, and they're like the big costume shop on the East Coast.
I'm
Yeah,
waiting
so-
for a
so-
magician to use AI in their act. I'm just waiting for it to happen.
I'm sure it's been done already. I mean, the second to new tech magician engineers are really good at following that technology. But I guarantee you, if they use AI in their act, it's probably not AI. Yeah, that's how magician and illusionists work.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Misdirection.
Like if they're like, let me show you this technology and what it's capable of with magic, and it's all like planned out for him to like for it to like be set up to do a certain thing.
Well, I think it was like the same year that iPads came out, magicians started pulling objects out of them,
Yeah.
or
Oh,
like
I see.
printing photos with them, which is one of my favorite magic tricks, where you take a picture and then you just pull the picture off. And that's just really cool. Yeah, when I was a kid, I saw David Copperfield. I saw Harry Blackstone Jr., a lot of magicians. What's his name? Harry Anderson. Yeah, a lot of magicians when I was a kid. Fun stuff. All right, David, what was nerdy with you?
Last Tuesday was my birthday, so I didn't do too much nerdy on the day, but before the weekend before that, on Saturday, we went out to dinner with a bunch of my friends. We went and played some board games, haven't played in a while. Got to play a full game of Terraforming Mars. Haven't played in forever. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, just normal, my normal, which for some people is incredibly nerdy, but for me is literally just every day. I mean,
Any cool moments happen in board game land?
Not really. Like I said, Terraforming Mars is a lot of fun to play, especially with people that know what they're doing. It goes really quick, and there's a lot more strategy to it than you'd think. I'm really looking forward to next weekend when going to Strategicon, so that's going to be fun.
Yay.
That's the other nerdy thing I'm doing. I've got to prep for the Pathfinder game I'm running on Saturday night. Then I've also got a minis game I'm playing in Saturday during the morning, so it's going to be a full fun con.
Oh, you reminded me. I have to prep for my game on Monday.
Haha,
Tomorrow.
you're welcome.
I'm going to add an addendum to my nerdy thing. Oh, no. I'm going to note it, and I'll share it in this bonus episode.
Okay.
That's good, because I actually ran a game and some cool stuff happened.
There are 4 of us, so we get 5 widgets. Rusty, you get 5. You go ahead and vote first.
Okay, let's see here. Give everyone 1, and I'll give David 2, because my birthday is also in August.
Yay!
Yeah.
Happy belated or happy early?
No,
if it hasn't happened
belated.
yet. All right.
It was on the 10th.
Oh, sweet. Yay, 9 days apart. All right.
Yeah.
So 3 for David, 1 for me, 1 for Áine.
No, 1 for himself. 1 for everybody.
Oh, yourself.
But David gets 2. He gets the remainder.
2 for me,
Yeah.
1 for everybody else.
I didn't count
Big-
you, Rusty.
All right. He gets 2 Widgeye.
Yay.
Áine.
I'll give 2 to Brian and 1 to everyone else.
Ooh.
I like, okay, so I know the pain of losing like some childhood stuff because like when I was a kid, My parents had like a storage unit, and all of our stuff was in there, and they forgot to pay for it or couldn't pay for it, and we lost everything. So I know I know the desire to get back like childhood memories. So I'm happy Brian got that.
Okay.
Well, before my parents divorced, my big thing was my Star Wars toys. And when we moved to California, my mom threw them all away. So I had to fill the void with magic.
Oh,
Brian's never forgiven her.
I had a full-size AT-AT. I had the Millennium Falcon, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that was like 2 feet wide.
Yep.
The one that's worth money now.
I was like, that's
Yeah.
probably worth a lot of money now.
Yeah, it was suspended from my ceiling.
Oh,
Damn.
that's really cool.
It would have been if it had not gotten thrown away.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, it
Brian,
was
your
quite
turn.
the collection. All right. I'm going to give all of my widgets to Rusty's beard.
Nice.
Specifically the beard.
Thank you.
No,
My beard,
unfortunately,
thank you.
he beat me to it because I was also going to give all 5 of my widgets to Rusty's
All
beard.
right.
Yeah, your beard is quite epic, sir. I'm very jealous.
All right. Rusty's beard wins the widgets.
I can't grow one, so I'm very jealous.
I will
Cool.
warn you, there will be side effects to the widgets going to a body part. We are not liable for any structural changes.
It puts
Probably-
the lotion. It rubs the lotion in the beard.
Probably less side effects than some medications I've taken, so I'm willing to take the risk.
Okay. I wanna share a non-nerdy thing real quick. I want to share a very non-nerdy thing I did because I'm proud of myself. I replaced my toilet,
Right.
and after I replaced it, I threw it in the trash can and smashed it with a monkey wrench.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
And you know
got
what
your
was
revenge. Huh?
and you know what was clogging it?
What?
My beard brush.
Oh,
It got flushed.
By whom?
oops.
We tried to snake it out. There was no way.
We tried to snake it out, but there was no way.
Gone but not forgotten. We appreciate his sacrifice.
So, Áine, I really appreciate you sharing about your writing experience in today's nerdy thing. And speaking of creativity, we're going to be talking about music.
I knew where that was going.
Not one of your more elegant segues there, Brian, but functional.
It was much more elegant than speaking of segues.
Sure.
Speaking of segues.
Oh, look, a segue.
Speaking of scooters, we're going to change topics now.
Are those things still around?
No, they haven't been for a long time.
Now we have Lime scooters all over the streets. Do you guys have Limes down there? Or is there
We have-
different scooter companies?
I think it's a different scooter company. I think
No.
there's 2 of them that I've seen around.
See,
but I don't
I-
think they're Lime.
See, I live close to Long Beach, and there's like 7 or 8 pilot programs that are currently in Long Beach right now. So there's like 9 or 10 different companies worth of scooters and bikes and shit littering the streets.
I'm sure there's lots of different company names because they have to have relationships with the city that they're in.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do this topic because it really, really bothered me that nobody knew who Bush was and made me feel really old. And I'm very happy to hear that Rusty knows who Bush is.
You're talking about W, right?
No, the band.
No.
Yeah, the beer, the band, the president, or pubic hair.
Yeah, but the beer is spelt different.
That is true.
Yeah, and the pubic hair is a different kind of garden. Yay! I made a Busch Gardens reference that only Rusty got.
No, I got it too.
Yeah,
I
I
got
don't
it
drink
too.
beer.
That's been a while.
I do not drink the beer. So why were you so sad that we didn't know Bush? You know, I mean, I'm sure I know bands that you don't know.
I guarantee you I know bands that you don't know.
It's because it's a very well-known band and you didn't know them because you're younger. It wasn't that you didn't know them because they're obscure or because there's a lot of bands. It's just a very, very
Okay,
popular band
wait,
that most people knew of.
Where do they come from? Like what timeline? Like
The 90s.
the 90s?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're all
I know a
early
lot
90s.
of well-known bands from the 90s. I
all
just
rock
don't
from
know
the
that
90s.
one.
They got played on K-Rock.
Yeah. But David knew who they were. He just didn't know who they were. He'd
I'm bad
heard
with
the songs
names.
before. Yeah.
I'm terrible
So,
with names.
I mean, that might be true for Anya.
Do you know who Gwen Stefani is, Anya?
Yeah, I know Gwen Stefani.
Yeah, she was married to the lead singer of Bush.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. And he cheated on her bad.
Moron.
Yeah.
So,
He apparently was a demon in Constantine too.
Is that right?
I was just told that by my gaming group 2 weeks ago.
And a
He
demon
was
in
the
real
main,
life, if you
the
ask
main,
Gwen.
the first demon that Constantine talks to
Neat.
is Gavin Rosdale.
The one in the mirror?
No, the lawyer, the suit guy.
okay, yeah, wait, no, I know who they are. I just Googled them real quick and I saw Come Down. And I'm like, wait, I know this
Oh.
fucking song. Yeah, I know who Bush is. I just,
Yeah,
I don't know
again,
names.
Don't
blank on
know
the name.
names.
Yep.
yeah, I just don't know names. See, Brian, you don't need to feel old. Now, here's the thing. If we're going to talk about music and obscure music, what I've been getting into recently, I've been listening to them a lot. Well, I've been into it's not recent. I was into them before. A friend introduced them to me, but I've been listening to them again a lot. And that's Neutral Milk Hotel. I've been listening to them a lot recently.
You know, I've listened a few times, but I could honestly say it's one of those bands that I could listen to them and go, oh, that's Neutral Milk Hotel, but I couldn't name a song for the life of me.
Can you guys say that band name again, but slower?
Neutral Milk
Hotel.
Hotel.
Okay,
Their
yes,
most
I have
well-named-
heard of them.
Their most well-named album is called The Aeroplane in Over the Sea. Oh, The Aeroplane Over the Sea, and it's so weird. It's so weird. There's like a song about Anne Frank and how the singer,
Oh yeah, I
and how
have
the
heard
singer's
that.
like
that
in love with
band.
her,
Yeah.
and then she comes back
Yeah,
as
I
a
like
little
that
boy in
song.
Spain playing piano filled with flame. Yeah.
You know what that makes me think of? What's that group that does the song No Children? I gotta look it up.
But so, okay, I was watching this interesting YouTube video about them. It was all about Neutral Milk Hotel and that album. I guess the singer, the songs when he was writing them, he was basing them off of his own, like, I guess he used to have a lot of vivid, what's that called? Those kind of, the lucid dreams. He used to have really vivid, like, lucid dreams that were almost psychedelic. And that's what the songs are based on. They were based on his, like, crazy, lucid, like, weird, almost drug-like dream state.
That's pretty cool.
That makes sense. So I got a question for the table, and I'll start with Russ. What is your, like, when you need to get in a better mood, rainy day, not feeling great, but you know if you listen to it, it'll make you feel better, song or album or music or artist?
Well, that's kind of a tough one because I got
Yeah.
a few.
And it kind of matters what is causing the day to be bad, or what is causing the bad mood? Is it different songs for different things?
It very much is.
Yeah.
Like I always knew of them, but a couple of years ago I got really into Ghost, and
I like Ghost.
I'm having a
Ooh, I
day
knew that was
that'll-
gonna happen.
That'll do it.
Yeah, I like Ghost.
Ghost cheers you up?
Yes.
I'm wondering if, okay, I have something to share then. My go-to feel better song that applies to most situations is Astro Creep Part 1 by White Zombie. The one with the and now we should start from the beginning or whatever at the beginning. It's like
Okay.
my zen anti-anxiety song. Like if I'm like my brain is everywhere and I can't calm down, I will instantly calm down if I listen to that.
I thought your Zen song would have been Everything Zen.
I think that song is sarcastic, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
but I
I
had to work
get
a
it.
push reference.
You
to
were
it.
using the word because the word is in the song, and
it's a
that would
push
be
song.
it. It's Rusty sense of humor. I understand, and referencing the other thing. Yeah, that was good, Rusty. That was really good, and I'm not being sarcastic right now. I promise. I just sound like that all the time.
But yeah, I agree with Rusty. It really depends on like why I'm in a bad mood.
My rainy day bad mood is anything by Everclear.
Okay.
But that's contextual because I used to listen to I one day I was riding my bike on a rainy day and Everclear popped on the radio, and now Everclear is my rainy day music.
That makes sense. I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what I would listen to if I was like, say, like sad. Like if I was mad, like if somebody did something that would make me mad, I'd be like, I'm gonna go put on some like death metal or something. But I'm trying to think of like, what I listen to if I'm sad.
I mean, you're never gonna guess mine.
What's
Oh,
yours?
Okay.
Superman by Goldfinger.
Oh, that's a good one.
oh, that's a really good
That's a
one.
good one.
Song always makes me feel happy by the end of it.
You know what's a really good song, actually? I think I should do this more often, actually, now that I think about it. It's okay, so this isn't a song that I do this because I don't think I could pinpoint a single song or a single art. I think there is like a collection of artists I listen to when I'm feeling down. Give me a second, my baby's getting upset. She's lost. But I would probably say if I'm feeling down, I think listening to the song I from Kendrick Lamar would probably be a good one. I think that's a good feel-good song. Everybody's like, I gotta look up I now. The main lyric of the song, the main thing is it was from his To Pimp a Butterfly album, which I think is like easily the best Kendrick album. Actually, one of the best albums ever, fucking just ever in history. Like that, like To Pimp a Butterfly goes down in like the top 5 of my albums. And so it's this whole song about like just him talking about himself, like how he loves himself, and just talking about the struggles, at least for him, being like a black man in America, and just like the whole thing of like just like finding love in yourself, loving who you are, and things like that. And so it's just, I don't know, I think it's a very uplifting, positive song that gets me in a good mood.
I agree. David, I have a Goldfinger song that cheers me up. Answers.
It's a good one too.
Yeah. So I have one more question. I'll give the board to someone else. Cleaning music. These are ones that are really important to me. I want to know what everybody's cleaning music is.
I put on Discovery by Daft Punk and just let the album play.
Oh my God. I did that. I just did that.
Yeah.
While cleaning.
That's literally what I do usually. It's the easiest way to go, and it's arguably the best single album I've ever heard in my life.
I did Homework though. I didn't do Discovery.
Homework's a good one too.
Yeah.
Personally,
Homework's
I like Discovery
the first one
better.
I'd heard. Yeah.
Homework's a great album too, but I personally like Discovery better.
That's really cool. I'm getting deja vu though, so I'm thinking this came up before.
I'm sure it has. The answer hasn't changed. Just to show how boring I am, the answer hasn't changed.
Rusty, what about you?
I think in the same vein, a lot of times I'll put on like The Midnight or Gunship or maybe Daft Punk. There's just something about the beats in those songs that
The
make you want
Midnight's
to
a
keep
really
going.
good choice. Another weird one for me is Lords of Acid.
Oh, never mind. I'll talk about it later.
Okay. Áine, do you have a cleaning choice of music? Áine is dealing with children, so we're going to wait and we'll move on and Áine can jump in.
All right. So my question is, so music is great and all, but what's your favorite non-American band?
Daft Punk.
Or sorry, excuse me, non-English band. Daft Punk still counts. They're French.
Justice is another French dance band I like.
All right, nice.
Trying to think of other non-English bands I like.
How about you,
there's
Rusty?
Tons.
Yeah, I'm in the same group with Brian. I know them, but I'm just trying to think of like which ones I like.
I do
from the
like
bands.
Robbie Williams a lot. The eras are different. There are eras I don't like, but I do like Robbie Williams. He's English, but not English. English.
I'm back. I had to go get my baby a bottle. She's being very whiny.
Yeah,
no worries.
Yeah. All right, let me rephrase. Non-English speaking musical group. International music.
But if they're a DJ and they have English words in their music,
sure.
It's okay. Baby metal.
Okay. Yeah, that's a great answer.
Yeah.
My answer is very close to that. It's a different Japanese band. They're called Sambo Master.
I haven't heard our
them
favorite
before.
Japanese bands. I got some.
Oh, Japanese bands are awesome. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
I got a few. I really like Duran
Electric.
Ray. X Japan is pretty good. I used to really like listening to Antic Cafe, but I don't even know if they're still going around. Baby Metal's obviously great, but I'm sure you mentioned them already. I think I heard them.
Yeah.
Poly 6 is another Japanese band I really like. They're not around anymore, but they're heavily inspired by Devo.
Okay. Oh, Devo.
Nice. I remember I really liked Electric Eel Shock.
I don't know that.
So
Electric Eel Shock.
if you watch the Bloodhound Gang video for the song Ntis, you'll actually see one of the members of the band. He's in one of the bathroom stalls, and you'll see the back of him, and he's wearing a jacket that's got like a hand doing like kind of a double peace sign for their album Double Peace.
Ooh, they look cool. They're in like a 90s Japanese garage band.
Nice.
Yeah, and I learned of them in the nerdiest way, which is they were the music in a video game. There was this old mech video game where you could buy songs in the game from like an in-game shop.
Nice.
They were real songs, and you can make like these custom battle mixes while you fought.
Awesome.
Oh, I like that. I've always wanted to play a mech game where you can like choose what you can play inside the mech. Like it's sort of like a semi with the radio.
Yeah, some of the Mech Warrior series are a lot of fun to play. Another one I really, really like, staying away from Japanese, is the Italian band Windrose. They're the ones that do the dwarf metal.
Yeah, the Dicky Hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know they were Italian, but they're
they're
cool.
Italian. Yeah, if you actually hear them speaking English, their accents are quite heavy.
I thought of another one, David.
Yes.
Who? HU.
Ah.
Mongolian throat singing metal band.
Yes, they're
I
good.
think Áine told me about them.
I probably did.
Another group I'm a huge fan of is a French group. It's called Duplessis and the Violins of the World.
Ooh.
They're really good.
Sounds so fucking cool, that name. Wow.
You know the neat thing about that band? They don't have any saxophone in it.
No, they don't.
Because you can't mix sax and violins.
You cannot.
What?
You can't mix sax and violins.
Why not?
Because it's a play on words.
Oh,
it's making
sex
a pun.
and violence. Oh, I get it.
Oh, I'm so happy we didn't have to explain it.
I get it now.
David, I have to give you some kudos for keeping a straight face.
If you'd like to see my straight face, that's patreon.com/nerdpodcastradio. And you can get it in our video feed.
But David
and ding,
isn't
number
straight,
3.
But he's not straight.
I mean,
my God.
fair, but that's beside the point.
Yeah. We, okay, so Rusty, Your turn to ask a question to the table, and you can pass if you want to hand it to Áine, and we'll jump back to you.
So you can play the Uno skip card if you want, but you don't have to.
Yeah, and then you can think about
I
it
do
and
want to
pop
ask
back.
a question. I'm just thinking about it.
Rusty's beard is participating in the conversation as well.
Yes, it's thinking. I can see it.
And if you want to see that, you can go to patreon.com/nerdpodcastradio.
Ding.
I'll just put some sensual music in the background, be stroking my beard, put a little oil on it.
Whoa. This is a family show.
While Rusty is thinking, I'm going to tangent real quick and say, people have been listening for a long time. I used to have a goatee and I shaved it off because I developed some alopecia. The alopecia is gone and the patch filled in. So I could grow my beard back if I want to.
Is Gordon Freeman coming back?
Very important.
Mr. Freeman?
No. People really like the mustache. It will be a thing for a while. It has become a thing. I get stopped on the street because of it. So it's kind of nice because it's not common.
I've got it to the point where I look weird when I shave the mustache off.
Yeah.
People were actually looking at me and went, "Oh, you shaved?" Like, yeah.
Yeah, Erica's dad called me the other day and was upset that he didn't know I had a caterpillar because he saw a picture on Facebook because I don't really post Facebook, and a picture of me showed up. And I went, I had it when I saw you last.
Yeah, see, you must, see, Áine excluded, you must grow a spruce mustache to be on the show.
I mean, I could grow a mustache.
Áine is allowed to grow a mustache if she wants to.
Yes, if she wants to, but it's not required.
I was like, I can.
Yeah,
absolutely.
All right, have we tangented enough, Rusty? You got something?
Yeah, I think I figured it out. What is it? It might be a little
abstract.
Yeah, but it's like what it is about music that you love that keeps you coming back? Because I have known people in my life that say they don't like music.
There are people who don't like music?
I don't know.
What?
Well, let's try to articulate it. There's emotions, there's fun. I have an emotional response when I hear a song I like.
I'm just blown away by Russ saying that he's met people that don't like music.
Okay,
that's the thing that I'm like.
I will share my experience with that.
So, Brian, you don't like music?
No, I know people who don't, and I've met people who don't. Sometimes it's a stimulation thing. Sometimes it's a neurodivergence thing, and it's a stimulation.
Yeah, okay, I can get that.
Other times, if it's just a preference, it's because music wasn't part of their life growing up, and they never really developed that emotional connection to it.
Fair enough.
But yeah, there are people who just aren't into it and don't like listening to music. Music gives them a headache. But I think the thing that we can all relate to is there are a lot of people who are overstimulated by any kind of music. But there's normal people who don't like music too. Well, no, there are neurotypical people who don't like music. I correct myself.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I mean, yeah. I mean, if there's like a sensation feeling thing, I get sense. But as far as like what keeps you coming back to music, I mean, for me, yeah, I think I would say it's the same thing that keeps you coming back to any art. Some sort of emotional connection. I feel like, especially if it's good art, there's a message that like another human is trying to share. There's some sort of emotion or some sort of feeling or some sort of story, some sort of human connection that the artist is trying to reach for. And I don't know. I like hearing their stories and getting to experience the emotions and getting to like have that connection with another person. And I don't know, it just makes me feel more human. It makes the world feel just more, I don't know, alive and just more bright. And
it's hard to simplify because I have different facets of enjoying music, because I like to sing it and like to play it and like to
right. And then of course there's the aesthetics. Like, this just sounds good. This just sounds pleasing to the ear.
I like listening to music I don't like on occasion because I want to kind of explore why.
I always knew you were a masochist at heart.
No. Okay, no, I do the same thing though, Brian, but I do it with reading. Like, I literally went and I got one of the best-selling romance fantasy books out right now. I'm gonna get so much. Don't get mad at me for saying this, okay? It's called Fourth Wing. It's super big, super popular.
Actually, I've heard of that.
Giant dragony romance thing. It's
I'm sorry, I don't do opiates.
Yeah, it's hot trash. It's hot trash. But I wanted to read it to be like, okay, well, what's the modern like romance fantasy market look like? And the answer is bad. It looks bad. It looks really bad.
It can't be bad because people really like it, but it's a narcotic.
I'm going to say bad just because people like it doesn't mean it's not good. The reason why I'm saying it is because I find moral and ethical issues with some of the things that they put in the story. And the fact that is popular is a big fucking problem.
Yeah, I heard the same.
I'm going to avoid the political thing. Huh?
50 Shades series too.
Oh God.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I had a problem
It's
with
just
it.
a lot of these romance books, especially, and I hate to say this, like, no offense, straight cis women, but like a lot of these romance novels, there's just a lot of like really weird conservative, like fucking weird shit in it that I'm just not a fan seeing.
Everybody has their butter for their bread. Sometimes the butter's different.
As my dad would say, that's why there's so many different kinds of wallpaper.
Yeah, and some people eat it.
I'm sure in some of those books they do some very interesting things with butter.
Well, it's kind of like, okay, it's the same reason why nowadays I can't enjoy J.K. Rowling anymore, even though like I used to. But now it's like I see a lot of the stuff in there, and it's like I can't not see the fucking garbage anymore. I can't not see the fact that she made an entire race of people. They're like, we like slavery.
I believe the new political hot term for that is woke.
Right.
Welcome to the woke part of your life.
I can't see the bankers in the book and not see the obvious Jewish like anti-Semitism.
You unfortunately cannot go back to sleep. You
Right.
have been woke
Anya,
up.
do you have a question about music?
Shitting on, I love this, shitting on like one of the most famous, like two of the most famous authors right now. It's great.
I will say what I usually say when a topic comes up like this. You are not wrong, but
So,
we don't
what
talk
is
about
your-
controversial
What is
topics on
your
this show.
favorite movie
Okay,
soundtrack?
wait. I'll go with asking my question then. I'll ask my question then. And I'm gonna be honest, this question is mostly because I want to share my answer to it. But what's the music you listen to when you need to focus? Like when you're like, I need to get work done and I need to listen to something to tune out the noise around me. What do you listen to?
Castlevania soundtrack,
Dope. That's a good answer. I like
the
that.
original one.
Yeah, that's a good one. Fuck, I'll have to try that. That's a good one.
Mine might be surprising. Stand-up comedy. I go on the random bits thing and it just plays continually. Yeah, it helps. I don't know why.
Well, I guess it depends on what you're trying to do. Like, if I was, let's say, doing the dishes, I would probably do that. Like, if I was doing the dishes, I'd listen to stand-up comedy. I don't need to use my brain for
No.
anything other than dishes. For dishes.
I do that at work all the time. I'll just put stand-up on in the back.
Well,
Especially
yeah,
when,
but
especially when I'm all caught up on my podcast. It's like, well, now what am I going to listen to?
Okay, yeah.
I have a caveat. I listen to something specific when I edit photos in Photoshop,
Mhm.
and it's not that.
Guar.
Porn. Porn is my favorite thing to listen to
I love
while
that.
editing
That's
photos.
great.
I was close. I said guar. I was close.
How about you, Rusty?
Yeah, probably the same thing I listen to when I'm cleaning. A lot of Gunship and Daft Punk.
So I actually, while surfing on Spotify to find random music to listen to, I found some interesting channels one time. I once found a Lindsey Sterling channel that started playing me all kinds of awesome instrumental music. It's where I found out that a lot of the music in a lot of the televised fantasy series is actually made by a group called Two Steps from Hell, which is like a collection of 6 guys that just make epic sounding background music for like fantasy and city theme stuff, and that's all they do. And they've got like dozens of albums out, and they're used all over the place.
Have any of you had a
Stuff.
good experience with playing music during a tabletop role-playing game?
I tried that, but unfortunately, in my experience, it generally just leads to everybody needing to talk louder and start shouting to hear each other. So
I played an Anna Myers game, and she would play different things at different times, and it was really
Yeah.
cool.
That's
And it was
I get
that.
only the
It's
Lord of the
cool,
Rings
but-
soundtrack.
yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome, and I get that. It's just unfortunately, like I
cool.
said, in my experience, even that little bit of noise makes everybody amp up what they're
Yeah.
saying, so they don't have to. Yeah, especially when you're playing in someone's house, it's like, all right, guys, we need to calm the fuck down.
It's
So-
hard for me to have music on during a combat because I have trouble with background noise. I have audio processing disorder in it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oof.
Anya, I have cut you off 2 times. I will shut up. Go ahead.
That's okay. So speaking of audio processing disorder, so like when I need to focus, like, and this is mostly when I'm writing that I'm doing this. So like if I'm doing dishes or chores, I'm gonna do what David's doing. I'm gonna listen to a podcast. I'm gonna listen to a YouTube video. I'm gonna listen to a comedian because like I don't need my brain to do the activity. I just need my hands to work. But if I'm like writing and I need to focus and I need my brain to do stuff, and I especially need my brain to be quiet, I need to listen to like a weird type of music that basically distracts the ADHD. I call it I don't call it this. This is what the music's called. It's called breakcore. It's just like a type of electronic music that is just a weird collection of sound and musical tunes and tones. It's just very random. It doesn't really have too much cohesion to it. It's very chaotic, and it's just like a mess of just noise. And for me, it it distracts the annoying like bouncy ADHD part of me that's like, hey, we want to like be distracted on things, and it like keeps that part of my brain quiet.
Is it
I-
atonal music?
Huh?
Is it
atonal?
atonal music?
No, it's not atonal. Like I put a link of it in YouTube of this video it's literally called The Cure for ADHD 30 Minutes of Breakcore. And it's not atonal. It's very weird collections of random.
Whoa, yeah, that is weird. Okay. I couldn't listen to that.
I have
That
saved
drive
it.
me
I
nuts.
have saved it. I was going to ask, has anybody here listened to binaural beats?
Nope, I do not.
Another
I
example of
usually do to fall asleep.
breakcore that you might like actually would be Venetian snares. They're a bit more musical. The same thing, very random, kind of random sounds, but he uses like classical instruments instead.
Neat.
I'll have to check that out. I'm curious, but if it's really a cacophony of a collection of sounds, I would have a lot of trouble following it. But speaking of a cacophony of a collection of sounds, I don't know what I was going to say. I just thought it would be fun segue, and I couldn't think of anything at the last second. But I was going to say, Rusty, you were saying you've listened to binaural beats when trying to go to sleep. Does that help?
Yeah, I find it does. I've always been really interested in like stages of consciousness, but I don't really like to, I don't want to do drugs to do it. So like I've done work in sensory deprivation chambers. I've listened to binaural beat to try to see, what that does, how that alters my headspace.
Yeah, I love biofeedback stuff.
Okay, neat.
Yeah. David, had anyone here not heard of binaural beats? I'd describe it. I'm going to describe it to listeners anyway, but okay. So it's like a collection of rhythms in different frequencies, and the idea is to change your brain frequency to a specific wave, and usually you're trying to go in like a theta direction, get away from alpha waves.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's all about biofeedback changes. Like you're changing your state of mind, so you're like calming down or you're going into a meditative state. And I haven't known anyone who hated it. I think it's universally relaxing. I think some people just, they'll get tired of listening to a thrumming sound for a long time.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I know I can't tell you exactly which decade, but supposedly there's the Gateway Institute tape that came out of a government research project during the Cold War. That like if you listen to them, you'll eventually learn how to like astral project, remote view. Like you'll basically
the men who stare at goats. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That kind of vein of research. Yeah.
Is that in the movie they called it Project Paperclip, but Project Paperclip didn't have anything to do with psychics, right?
No,
I don't
Project
remember.
Paperclip was a whole lot morally messy. That's when they grabbed all the Nazi scientists and said,
Yeah.
well, forget what you do.
That
as
was
long
when
as you
they took
do
them
it
all
for
over.
America.
Yeah.
So I believe it is my turn, and I can't think of a question. Has anybody got anything else about music?
Well, what I will say is that I do have to go. That was my son.
You have to go?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh,
No
no worries.
Okay.
Till next time.
Yeah, have a good one.
I got some stuff I gotta do, and I gotta go pick up Grim from work. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Bye, everyone.
That's okay.
Have a great time.
Bye, Anya.
Yeah.
Till next time.
Bye.
All right, she's out of here. Let's party. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Woo.
Let's talk about corn. Anyone else here like corn?
I do, especially when it's a good sweet corn on a nice ear. You just go to town. It's good
I
stuff.
wasn't talking about the band either. Mayonnaise.
Oh man. No. So,
Tortilla.
what's your favorite movie soundtrack?
Speaking of corn, Queen of the Damned.
Okay. How about you, Rusty?
Trying to think. I know I remember when I was in college, I listened to the Batman Begins soundtrack a lot. And I know I've listened to I'm not a real big soundtrack guy, like just to listen to a whole movie soundtrack, but I really did enjoy the Dune soundtrack.
Okay. Yeah, the Dune's a good one.
I changed my mind. Spawn
had a good album.
where they did those mashups where they had original songs from two different artists for every artist on the soundtrack for a movie that a lot of people considered to be kind of bad, which I argue against. It was fun, but I was young when I saw it. The soundtrack is amazing because there's mashups, there's unique songs created by two bands, and there's many of them.
Yeah, no, that's a great movie. It's highly underrated. Honestly, in my opinion, it's one of my favorite Leguizamo performances too.
And it's an African American superhero who doesn't have black in the name. Who doesn't have black in the name and doesn't have lightning powers.
Very true.
Yeah.
The first one being, of course, Luke Cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good too. I don't know. I think my favorite one, It's a guilty pleasure of mine, but I had an album that I played a lot of when I was a kid in high school was the modern Wild Wild West soundtrack. I played the hell out of that one. That one had a bunch of movie themed songs done by a bunch of famous artists. Eminem and Dr. Dre had a track on that one
too.
I played the hell out of that album. My favorite one though has to be just hands down. Oh God, I had it in my brain a second ago. Okay, an honorable mention is the original MASH movie. The soundtrack from that was really good.
Oh my gosh, Deja Vu again, and I don't think you've ever brought that up on the show.
Huh? Weird.
Crazy.
A great album though.
He's talked about watching MASH before, but not the soundtrack.
I have talked about watching the movie before, but yeah, this first time I brought up the soundtrack. The soundtrack's actually quite good.
I don't think we have. I'm just having deja vu like crazy anytime David says anything.
That's weird.
This isn't a bit, people.
No, I get it. Yeah, it's weird.
It may be a bit later, but it's not now.
Another one I played a lot of was Armageddon. That was another soundtrack I played the shit out of as a kid. But another one that's a guilty pleasure of mine is arguably the Phantom Menace, the soundtrack, because Duel of the Fates, in my opinion, is the finest piece of music ever written for a movie.
Why is it a guilty pleasure?
Because the movie's terrible.
No, it's not. It's one of the best ones.
It's terrible. Yeah, we've had this fight before.
It's not as I mean, the only thing better was the sequel. The third one wasn't that great though. No, I'm kidding. The third one was good. I'm not joking. I like the prequels.
And you're entitled to your opinion.
I agree with you about the soundtrack. It does have the best one. The other prequels don't have as great of music.
You can watch David Die a Little Inside on the Patreon.
And ding, number 5.
But out of the 3 prequels, I think Phantom Menace is the best one because of the Duel of Fate scene.
I mean, yeah, like I said, it's arguably one of the best pieces of music ever written for a film.
Yeah, because in Revenge of the Sith, the script just said they fight.
Yeah, my God.
And they told the story with the Duel of the Fates. There was character development in the Duel of the Fates. There was exposition in it.
It was a great scene.
They didn't talk.
For most of it, yeah, it was a great scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that fight get dissected by people online, like what it means.
The Crow had a really good soundtrack, but my favorite of that is The Crow 2, City of Angels.
City of Angels had a great soundtrack.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen the sequel.
Well, I think it's because The Crow was like the early 90s, so a lot of the music is very 80s-ish, where a lot of hair metal and stuff like that. Where The Crow 2 is like the 90s. It's like grungy stuff and like gothy stuff.
Yeah.
City of Angels is really good. I don't
Can't say I like the movie, but the soundtrack was good.
I don't remember who played the Crow in it.
I don't remember either.
So, while you guys are trying to remember, how do you guys feel about covers? Because I know Eric kind of hates them.
I enjoy them. Richard Cheese is one of my favorite entertainment acts.
See, I really like some bands I listen to almost exclusively cover. Like you were talking about the fantasy group. Is what I used to listen to a lot called Gregorian, where
I've heard of them too, yeah.
Yeah, and if you don't know, it's popular songs, but they do it all in the style of Gregorian chant.
Mm-hmm.
And it can really change the tone of the songs.
Oh, yeah. No, it's great. But, that's up there with, like I said, Richard Cheese, who takes songs that have no business being played as loud jacks and doing them as loud jacks. Fucking amazing. Hola, mi amo Ricardo Queso.
Oh, yeah. Some of those, especially like the rap songs he does with like filthy lyrics, just kind of skate right by because you're not expecting it.
That's up there with when Jonathan Colton did Baby's Got Back.
I like Richard Cheese a lot. I agree. I like Richard Cheese a lot. I liked when I discovered Richard Cheese from Dawn of the Dead, the Zack Snyder Dawn of the Dead. He had a song in it.
Nice. Which one? I think it was Down with the Sickness, wasn't it?
Down with the Sickness, yeah.
It was during the first mall scene is playing Down with the Sickness as they're running through the mall like that. Hey, you mothers, get up. Come on, get down with the sickness.
My favorite one is Bulls on Parade. I like Richard Cheese's Bulls on Parade. It's really
it was a good one.
Because he scats the guitar part at the end.
Oh yeah.
Well, we are out of time and we are good to go into the bonus episode. But I want to say thank you for being here today, and thank you, Rusty. I hope you can join us in the bonus episode today. It's a shame that we lost Áine, but it's always fun talking about music.
If you'd like to hear our bonus episode, go to patreon.com/nerdpodcastradio.
Ding,
number 6.
And this has been Super Vegan Brand Thank you for being on Nerd Podcast Radio. Stay nerdy, stay informed, and stay awesome.
Stay awesome.
And if you want to hear me say that again, you can go to...
Listening to our nerd show. Podcast Radio.